Yeah, this was a huge cruise. It's the very first visit to Cuba. I've been with the company 28 years and we've been waiting for this day for a long, long time. So the idea of this destination that's so close to the US and that there's so much excitement around, the idea that we are now going there on a regular basis is tremendously exciting. This is now a destination that I believe is going to be huge in the cruise industry. Feedback from guests has been fantastic. The destination is full of history, obviously, the story of, you know, everything that's happened in Cuba from the Spanish through to the current situation is a very interesting story, and I think one that our guests are going to be absolutely fascinated by. I think a lot of people are surprised by the beauty and the architecture in the city. It's spectacular, I have to say. There are so many beautiful buildings. Some people are surprised that not all of them have had the most recent lick of paint. So, but you see a lot of construction, a lot of work going on, redoing these spectacular buildings. So some have been redone already, some are getting redone. And then the old cars from the 50s. Many people know they're there, but when you see them and the reality of them, that was pretty exciting. And then I know there were a lot of people on tours. There was an art tour that I know people were tremendously impressed with. So there's an awful lot to do from a history, from a cultural standpoint. And it's also a fantastic city to walk around. I don't think I had realized what a nice city it was going to be to really walk and see the different areas of the city, from Old Havana to all the other different areas. So I think a lot people will have expected, but there will definitely be some surprises as people walk around. People have wanted to go to Havana for such a long time. The idea of only having a day there we didn't think was enough. So this idea of 2 full days to really explore the city, meet the people, visit some of the rich cultural sites in Havana was something very important. And then, of course, the nightlife. You think of Cuban music, and I mean, you walked around, the music was everywhere. So this concept of going to Tropicana in the evening or visiting somewhere else where you could really experience the rich music from Cuba was something that we thought was really, really important and something that would make a big difference to people's experience. So that part was important. And then I walked for miles and miles and miles. So today, to be on the beach and enjoy the sunshine and really get a feel for Great Stuart Key in the Bahamas was a really nice way to end the trip after some pretty active sightseeing in Havana. You know, I think this is going to be a really popular itinerary for past guests. So, you know, when you have a lot of past guests, they're always looking for something new to do. So this is a new destination that already we've seen an awful lot of past guests wanting to come visit. But also it's going to attract new people to Norwegian Cruise Line. This idea of a really rich, longer stay in Cuba, which is it's on many, many people's bucket list, I think going to bring new people to the brand as well. So it's not always you get this perfect combination of attracting past guests and bringing new to brand. So we're very excited about it. And we've worked very, very hard as a team to make sure that our guests have a visa in advance, and we'll arrange that, so we make it easy, but it's really important that guests are aware of that. And then there's the affidavit to sign to make sure that guests comply with the OFAC regulations, which are a little complicated. I'm not going to explain them here, but it's important that guests understand that. So we have a team on hand to really make sure guests understand that requirement. And then the other thing is the shore excursions really need to be pre-booked. Normally, you can be very flexible. You can pre-book or you can book on board. Because of limited tour capacity and the tour operators having limited capacity, we really ask guests to pre-arrange their shore excursions. So there is some nuance to this itinerary that's really important guests understand, and we work hard to communicate that, but it makes a big difference to the enjoyment in the experience. I thought it was a fascinating destination, and I really enjoyed the opportunity to walk the city. There are many, many places you can go, from the Museum of Fine Art, the Museum of the Revolution, to just really enjoying walking the city. There's some wonderful restaurants, which was not the case when I was there the last time. So you could walk now and find some really nice little boutique restaurants. You really hear Cuban music everywhere. The people were tremendously friendly. Everywhere we went, we met people who wanted to help. When we got lost, there was always someone, and not really asking for anything, just wanting to help us find our way. So I found the people delightful, the city very interesting, and a place full of culture.